Okay. Once I pass this connection string, what will happen? This DB context will be comes into my product DB context class as an injection. Okay. So in the constructor, not here, in your service. Here you have to say CTOR. There you have to say DB context. It will not work. Why? Because this product service layer doesn't have an entity framework. Now you see. This layer has a dependency of entity framework. Say yes or no. Say yes or no. Whether this layer has an entity framework or not. Bhargavi, Judy, Manikanda, Sai.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't have. So what you need to do? You need to right click. Manage Nugget Package Manager. Go to Browse. Select Entity Framework Core. Select this framework core. Select your version 8.6.0. Install. Then apply. Accept. Once you're done, you go to here, build the layer. Now application built successfully. Go back to your product service. Here you simply say DB context options. Here you say options. Okay. So this DB context option is containing the source code object for that particular database. And here you simply use private read-only DB context options. Simply say options. Sorry, it's better to have a DB context. DB context, so that it will be easy to understand. Wherever I'm calling, it will be easy for you. Now you can say here DB context. Okay, and then this dot underscore DB context equal to context. Now once I get the context, now what I'm going to do? I'm going to build the project. I'm going to build the project. Once I build the project, I need to run the Visual Studio scripts. So to go to that, go to Tools. You see there is a Nugget Package Manager. In that Package Manager console, will you all able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Select this. A PowerShell script will be executed. There you have to SLS, clear it, and select the default project as repository. Here you have to create a migration. So for the command you have to use is add-migration product service and then enter. What will happen? A migration file will be created. Okay, fine. So here you need to pass this context as a base property. Base DB context. And here you need to pass DB context. It will not work. Okay, this is not required. Sorry, guys. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. Now you can try this.
Hello.
Hmm.
Is there any connection string in app setting?
No, 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 no. You need to pass like this only. DB context
Uh,
options.
then how it in migration know there is
No, no.
database
Wait, wait,
connected
wait.
with it?
Hold on a second. Yes. Who's talking to me?
This is Pushpa.
Okay.
Because exception said no database provider has been.
It's already there, na? This. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. This is the problem. I'm sorry. Because the instance you need to pass here, that will pass to your base class of product DB context, right? Then only the connection string will be established. And
Yes.
then you have to write a DB set, public DB set of products is my model. This is how I have to create. Okay.
Product
Product
is
table.
entity or model?
This is an entity. In the definition of
Yeah.
this entity, we need to provide here primary key.
Yes.
Otherwise, it will not create it. These are all the things I have to do. I forgot. I thought all these things I did yesterday. Now it created. See,
Yeah. Yes.
migration is created. Everybody can see here. In the migration script, you have two methods will be created. One is up method,
Absolutely.
another one is down method. When I say down method, the table will be deleted. When I say up method, table will be created. Okay, if you look into the table, you see here product ID with identity, product name, description, cost, GST, product total. These are all the things going to create a table in your database. Let me show you that. Let me open SQL Server. Those who are not understanding, don't worry. I will explain. Okay. Are you seeing any database name called product service here? Everybody.
Not yet because you don't have run command update database.
Judy, Satya Sai, Bhargavi, Manikanda. Did you guys created any database?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So what you need to do, you go and run one more script saying that update
Update database.
product service.
Yeah.
Sorry, update hyphen database. Update
Yes.
hyphen data
Hyphen database.
base product service enter. See, the migration is done. What will happen in the migration? There are two tables will be created. One table is migration table, another table is the product table. Now, if you go back, refresh the database, you see there is a product service DB. Will you all able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
And then there is a table. You see there is a EF migration history and EF product table. See the product table which I created. It is automatically created from the code. It is created or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, sir, I want to get that, move the data to the table. How to do that? Because in my service, I return a table data. This data need to be added in the table. How to do that? What I'm going to
Pardon?
do, I'm going to, see,
Can
currently
you
this
repeat?
table is empty,
Yes.
but I need some make a seed data to the table with the help of entity framework. Okay. So how to make that, I'm going to explain. You understand?
Yes, by creating API.
Not API. Just go to the product DB context class. In the DB context, simply write here model. It's very easy to write. Model builder dot entity of products. Entity of products dot as row. Here you have to pass like this. What you are going to do here? Simply new of products. This is how you have to pass. Understand everybody?
Yes, sir.
Not as row, it is as data. Here, you go to your service, cut the stuff, copy this stuff, go to DB context, paste it. Similarly, you go and copy this entire stuff. You all understand, right? Simply, this is my table. In that table, I'm seeding data like this. Now copy this table, save, paste. Then go back to my service, take the second portion. Now go to DB, paste it. Now copy the third one, paste, go to product service, copy, paste. Oh, sorry. This is third one. Now go to service, take the third product, done. Now in the solution explorer, just rebuild. Once you rebuild that, go to package manager console, CLS, and again you have to run the same script saying that product service underscore v1, enter. The first one is version 0. So we are going to create a version 1. The product service version 1 will be created. See, created or not? Say yes or no. Judy
Yes, sir.
Manikanda Satya.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Why everybody left? And then underscore v1. See, now it has inserted all the records. Now go back. Refresh. Go to DB. Go to table. Now if you see the EF history, you will get 2 records. One record with this, one record with this. See, versions are created or not. Similar version, in this, you go and see 3 records are added in the table. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Once the 3 records are added, what you need to do? You go back, close everything. Close all tabs, only in the product service, you need to make a small change. In the service layer, are you calling the list of product with the prepare list, or are you calling from the DB context? You're calling from the prepare product. Here, I'm going to use this dot product DB context dot products. Why, man? Products dot to list. Okay, this one I'm not going to call a prepare product. I'm directly calling my entity framework. You see which one I'm calling? This particular table. The moment I call this, what will happen? The data will come from the database. Do I getting the data from the application, or do I getting the data from the table? Where I'm getting data? Judy, Maniganda, Sai. Where I'm getting from data?
Right now it is getting from applications, sir.
It is getting, no, it is getting from database. Context.
Yes, sir. So DB context is.
Okay, now if I run it, you see the data is getting from the database. Where I'm getting from the data? I'm getting data, right?
Yes, sir.
Now
DB.
let me do this. Product application, controller. I'm clicking the here, product service. I'm just clicking refresh. When I make a refresh, what will happen? When I click on F11, it is coming to the product list of service layer, right? Where are we right now? Are we in service layer or normal layer? Which layer we are in? We are in service layer.
Service layer.
Service layer is calling a list product. Now, if you press F11, it will get data. Now you see the product is coming from the database. Model is getting the data from the database or not? Did I call the prepare method?
No.
Did I call the prepare method?
No.
No. And then product will be written. That product you are going to bind in the UI. Clear my point? Everybody clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you all understand what is the step I made? Do you understand the step? The step one is, first I will go to my create a repository layer. In the repository layer, I'm creating a DB context. In the DB context class, I need to install 3 packages. What are all those packages? Microsoft dot entity framework core. Microsoft dot entity framework core dot SQL server. Microsoft dot entity core dot tools. Okay, you need to install all these 3 packages. And then you have to build it. After building it, in the DB context class, you need to inherit this DB context. From your product DB context, I'm going to inherit this DB context, which is coming from Microsoft dot entity framework core. Okay, and then I'm going to come back. Once I inherited, this method will comes on automatically. This method will come from this particular class. It is a virtual method we are overriding here. Once we overriding that, here you have to specify what is your table you are going to create in the database. What is your table? What's your table?
Product.
Product table. Now in the product table, you are going to create a product. And then the table contain data, right? The data will be prepared like this. Once you prepare the data, what you need to do, you have to register a DB set like this. Because this product will talk to this table and give you data. If anything, I want to perform insert, update, delete everything, I'm going to perform on this particular stuff in the future classes. Okay. Once we done this, what you need to do, you go to your solution explorer. In the main product application under dependency, you have to install 3 packages. One is Microsoft.entityframework4.SQL Server, Microsoft.entitycore.design, Microsoft.entitycore. You have to create all 3 packages. Once you install these packages in the program.cs file, you need to register that particular DB here, like this. This is the code you need to do. What you need to do? You need to get the value of connection string, where you are going to create that connection string. In the solution explorer, under app setting.json, you are going to add this one. This is the database configuration you have to get from the DB. And that you are going to provide here as a DB connection string. Once you make this connection string in the program.cs file, you are going to read the connection string with the help of builder.configuration.getConnection string. Or you got my point? Because the web builder object is holding a configuration as well. So that you are going to get the connection string. That connection string will be holded in this variable. And then you are going to register your DB context with the help of connection string as a service. Simply builder.service.addDB context option of use SQL Server connection string. Once you build it, you will get a DB context object. Clear my point? Everybody clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Once you get the object, now go to the solution explorer. Now you go to your service layer. There, you simply go and do an injection. You know what is this, right? What is this? What type of injection it is? Dependency injection. Is it a dependency injection or not?
Yes, sir.
Why? Because where you are creating object. Where you are creating object of this DB context class. Under here. What is this?
Program.cs.
What is this? What layer it is? What layer it is? Program.cs. Middleware. You
Middleware.
remember, right?
Yes, sir.
Anything you are adding as a builder method, we will be treated that as a middleware. So where you are creating object of context? In which layer you are creating
Middleware.
object for the context?
Middleware.
Middleware layer. Then what you are trying to do? You are passing that object as a dependency injection. How you did in your controller to call an object of service. Same way for repository layer, you are going to inject. And that injected object is going to be holded by read-only object. With the help of read-only object, you are going to get the product list. You got the point? Now, do you
Yes,
need
sir.
my prepare product?
No.
I can remove this. I had removed. Save. No, always save to have because tomorrow, okay, I will remove here. Save. Now go to product controller. Do you have that record? No. Do you need this code? I remove this. I don't want this code. Save all. And go to index. I don't want this also. Remove this. Save all. Now everything is fine. Now go back to your product DB context. Here, I don't want everything here. Let me uncomment it. Now I commented the code, build it. Now run the IAS. You see, now you got the service class, which is calling my list. It is returning my object. Okay. I think this is needed. This is needed. No need the builder entity. This line of code is needed. Now you see, you got the list? Say yes or no? Say yes or no? Bhargavi, Judy,
sir.
Yes,
Manikanta.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I have
Yes,
2
sir.
minutes, 25 seconds. You just say yes or no.
yes, sir.
Okay. So this is how you need to build an application. Now you all clear with that, what you have done in the application?
Yes, sir.
You know how to get the data from the database using MVC architecture of ASP.NET Core?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Redam,
Yes.
Bhargavi,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Manikanta,
sir.
Sai,
Yes.
Judy.
Yes, sir.
Is
Yes,
it
sir.
easy or tough? Is
It's
it
a bit
easy?
confusing, sir, for now.
Where you are getting confused?
No, sir, like, a lot. But I'll just check the video again and then maybe
Try
it
the
will be a
video
little
for,
easier.
say, go and practice the video 5 times.
Yes, sir.
Definitely you will get it. Bhargavi, you
Yes, sir.
also, and Satya Sai.
Yes,
Try
sir.
the
Okay,
Sure,
video.
sir.
sir. Sure, sir.
Okay.
Sure.
So definitely you can understand. The earlier you don't have these kind of advantages. Okay. It's a very easy technology to learn.
We are at starting stage, right? So little bit confused. Once practicing 2 to 3 times, it will easy to understand.
No. You see, this is the framework I laid down. Hereafter, nothing. You are going to incorporate few concepts. That's it. The main concept is over. My intention is within 6 to 7 classes, I want you to understand the end-to-end flow. Now you got the end-to-end flow or not? From your
Yes, sir.
controller to, it's less than minute. It may get disconnected. Okay. We'll see on Monday.
Okay, sir.
See, it's all about layering. How we make the layer, how we make it and does it. Okay.